I got the cards through my wife working at a school where they were giving up the card catalog system in favor of digital cards, which is another story, terrible mistake. But anyway, I went to get the drawers, which she thought I'd like for keeping supplies in my studio. When I went to pick them up, there were boxes and boxes of the cards that had been taken out of the drawers. And I took those thinking I could use them for something, but I didn't have a plan. At first I just used them for note cards, and then gradually I started carrying them around and drawing on them in moments when I was waiting for something else to happen. And eventually they took on a life of their own. I've drawn more than 500 of these, and I hasten to say that they're not all good drawings, but most of them are interesting in one way or another.
This artwork actually stemmed from an art history assignment from Dr. Janice Bergman-Harton's class, Why We Go to Auschwitz. And we were focusing on monuments. And so as I was focusing on the Confederate monument in Dallas, Texas, I was doing more research about the United Daughters of the Confederacy, and I found an essay contest on their website for middle schoolers, specifically 7th and 8th graders. And in the contest, it asked students to describe describe a moment, throughout the Civil War, while they were on a plantation or elsewhere, and how they felt without their father being there. And so I was surprised and upset by this essay contest, and so I actually responded the best way I knew how, which was through my artwork. For the Marley braiding hair, I wanted something to represent a body. Specifically, I was thinking about my body, me being a Black woman, and I decided I didn't want anything too representational or explicit, but I did want an essence there, like almost like an appendage there, something that still has a spirit in it. And in a way, I was making my own monument, a way to just make a representation of how I was reacting to this information, and also just the history of violence, especially for Black women in this country.
The one drawing that is called Gray Usher, there are many little icons, I call them, on isolated puzzle pieces. Normally when I used marks to convey language, they were in rows or in columns, much like we see in books or scrolls. In this case, each icon or character is isolated in on a white field, surrounded by a dark field of irregular shape. Altogether, these pieces actually form another character, a meta character, a meta icon. This one suggestive of a figure with the two legs.